Holy freaking crap, we did it. All right, cool. What is up, beautiful freaking people? KKK, yes, yup. Super freaking excited, man. Super freaking excited. Today's going to be lit. Happy freaking Thursday. It's your coach. It is your boy, your mentor, your guide, your spokesperson, your friendly neighborhood fitness coach. Yes, another beautiful day here in sunny South Florida. Super excited to bring you guys yet another amazing, beautiful, spontaneous podcast episode. This is something that I enjoy doing. I like to go live with you guys and provide you some actionable value every single day. Okay. So I'm going to give people a second to tune in. Want to make sure that there is some peeps here with us today as we're delivering this message. So going to vibe out for a second. I want to see some people in the comments. As you guys are pulling up, let me know how your day is going so far. And I'm going to scream in this microphone and get it popping. Yep. What is going on? Where are the peeps today? I'm trying out a different time. Normally I do these about 1, 2 p.m. Eastern. But today I decided to do it a little bit earlier. So today is a rest day for your boy. No gym session today for the king. I am getting a haircut today at around 1:30, so a couple hours. Your boy's going to be nice and diced up. I can't wait. I'm excited for that. Tonight at 6 p.m., we have our team Zoom call with our community, our clients, and I'm stoked for that. So that's going to be incredible. Samantha, what is going on? Hope you guys are having the best day of your entire lives. I just wanted to give people a minute to tune in, and then we were going to get this freaking rolling. Mikey Babs, the king, what is going on, brother? Hope you are doing well, my guy. Let's go. Where is the people on IG? What is going on? Oh, there it is. There we go. We got some stragglers in here. Gold Rose 24K. What is up from Boston out here in Florida? Appreciate you guys tuning in and spending a couple minutes with me today. That's Surfer Bitch. Hello. Some of the people that come in here on TikTok is absolutely incredible. PD Parlay. What is up, my guy? Gold Rose, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. What's going on over here? Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me know how your day is going in the comments. Drop some fire if you're excited for today's episode. We're going to be delivering a massive amount of value in this podcast episode. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super freaking excited. Jeremy, what is going on? Florida, what part? I am in Fort Lauderdale, the beautiful city of Fort Lauderdale at the beach. Super, super cool. Okay. All right, I've been ranting for 3 minutes, so let's get into it. Your boy is caffeinated and fasted, and I am freaking stoked. So without further ado, let's get into today's podcast episode in 3, 2, and 1. What is going on, mother truckers? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your favorite mother freaking coach, Coach Out. Let's get in today's episode. We're talking about the art of taking extreme ownership, taking full responsibility for your life, owning your shit. Something that I think a lot of you guys need to hear. We're going to be breaking down why it's important, how it will benefit your life, and the answers that you might not know that you needed. So listen up. This is going to be lit. I am fucking stoked. Now, to give you context on a little bit about my background, before we get into this, majority of my life, I would consider myself the guy who continuously blamed the circumstances, saying things like, let me know if you guys could resonate with this, but it's just too hard. I'm not good enough. I can't do that. And we continuously program these limiting beliefs into our mind. And I think that was a huge roadblock for me for a lot of my days. And I think the problem that I was facing was I just wasn't taking responsibility for my actions. Simply, I just wasn't putting in the work, right? Like whether that was in school, in high school, cheating on tests, not studying, not doing things I was supposed to do. I think we all, at points in our lives are maybe not proud of what we're doing. And I think it's just a game of like, hey, let me recognize that and be self-aware to make that change for myself, right? That's what I wanted to cover today because I think it's important for us to understand that we are capable beyond measure. It's just about making that subtle tweak within your mindset to continuously make those decisions. right? So, and I think something that really stands out to me on that is a quote, and I forgot who this was from, but regardless, like I think it's more so understanding that you can't get upset with the results you don't have from the work you didn't do. I'm going to say that again. You can't get upset with the results you don't have from the work that you didn't do. Like, just sit in that for a moment. I think it's a very simple game. Now, if you're a client of mine and that's in my program, like you know this, right? Like we're giving you the tool, the mindset, the blueprint. But at the end of the day, it comes down to you, right? To you, your actions, your perspectives, your beliefs, and what you're doing every single day. And if you're not really enjoying that right now, then who's stopping you from making that change? Oftentimes, it's just yourself, right? So I wanted to highlight that today, taking extreme ownership, taking responsibility, that everything is your fucking fault, right? Like that's what it is. If you truthfully want something, then I'd venture to say more often than not that you'll probably do whatever it takes if you're willing to actually accomplish that. If you really want it, that's what it takes. Like getting results, whether that be a fitness journey or just life in general, I don't think it happens by mistake. It doesn't. Right. And I think that's really the message that I wanted to hammer home in today's episode is to truthfully start taking responsibility for your actions. Because I know for me personally, once I started doing that, I saw a lot of different things in my life continuously change for the better. You know, I was just like owning up to my shit. Like, hey, like I need to do X, Y, Z, or I can't get this fucking result. Like it's nobody else's fault. It's not my fucking high school teacher. It's not my friends, my family. Right? Like it's not anybody fucking else other than you in your life. And if you could get to that place of owning that and taking responsibility, it's going to serve you tremendously. Why? Because then you're not relying on anyone else or anything to determine your reality. You're solely focused on yourself because then nothing can take you off of that path. Right? And here's the thing, like I think another thing that really stands out to me on our topic as well is like when you're owning your shit and you're really grasping that, hey, like this is my fault. And like, listen, like I'm not discrediting that there are certain roadblocks and adversity in life because we've all been there, right? We all have things that go about and happen to us, but it's not sitting in that for too long, right? Like, yes, there are things that are unfortunate in life. Like I'm obviously not discrediting that in any way, but I do believe it's not sitting in your shit too long and feeling sorry for yourself. Because think about that. Like when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, you are right back in the same position, right? Like you're you're right back in the same spot with the same issues. So then the question is, well, what do I need to change that? It stops sitting in your pain for too long. And I want you to really just try and think about that for a second today, regardless of where you are as you're listening to this. If you're walking, cooking, driving, doesn't fucking matter. I always say that. I think it's really trying to think about what you are doing every single day. Like ask yourself that question. Are you taking responsibility for what you're doing? Are you blaming other people? Are you pointing the finger? Are you blaming the circumstances, right? What do you guys think of that so far? If you are getting value, let me know and drop some fire in the fucking chat box, bro. I need to see the hair. I'm getting a haircut today, so later today I'm scrolling through these comments. Can I ask why only for women? Honestly, I've just found I get this question a lot. I mean, I should probably do a reel on that. What do you think, Charles? Should I do a reel on that? I'm like, why only train women? Do you think that's a good idea? Yeah, that's also true. To answer your question, JSC Media, I was really focused just for women because I felt like they were just more receptive to what I had to say, and it was a little bit more of a fun process with my coaching. But kind of getting back to training people, I do have plenty of males in my program, so it's not to say that I can't do that, but it's just something that I've been working through over time. Allie, what's up? Okay, so let's get right back to this episode. One thing comes to mind. I can't read these comments right now because let me finish this episode and then I will circle back to the comments. Okay. Also, I wanted to share this with you guys because I had this thought before I came on. Was like, let's picture this scenario for a second. Like, let's say you're a person that has had something bad happen to you and you continuously use that story as the reason to why you're not where you want to be. You use that story to justify why you don't have the things that you want. And let's hypothetically picture this 5-10 years from now. Like you're sitting on the couch, that holiday dinner, whether that's Thanksgiving, Christmas, and you're talking to your future kids or grandkids, and you're telling them about the situation of, well, my boss fucked me over, my friend did me wrong, you know, and you continuously feed that story, and you're telling them that story, and they're sitting there looking at you. And the problem is you're using that as a crutch, as your excuse to justify why you're not where you want to be in your life. I'm pausing because I want you to actually picture that for a moment. Picture you on that couch, that holiday dinner, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and you're telling your story to kids and your grandkids about why you're not successful, about why you're not in shape, about why you don't have the money, the car. And it's not even about that. It's more so of like, hey, like I just want to be the best version of myself, right? And like live the life that I'm truly proud of. And I think oftentimes it's so easy for us to sit in the backseat, blame the circumstances, and point the finger at other people and other things in our lives, because it's easier to do that rather than face our own internal battles and own up and take responsibility for ourselves, when in reality, like that's truthfully the separation that it takes to create that change in your life. Because right, it's nobody else's fucking fault. It's not your boss, it's not your friend, it's not your family, your coworkers, whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter what anybody else says about you. It matters about how you feel about yourself, your beliefs, and how you choose to operate every single fucking day, which is a choice that is in your fucking control. And I always say that on this podcast because that's what I believe to my fucking core, right? And you could get there too. You could get there too, because I haven't always been this fucking guy. This version of myself has been created through all of the adversity that I've been through over the last few years. And we could view the adversity and the roadblocks as a gift to your success. Then why can't you rise above it and continuously prosper every single day and actually achieve the things that you fucking want? Yes, I'm a fitness coach, I'm a trainer, and I'm mostly focused on the mindset that it takes to getting results in your fitness journey. But I'm also the type of person that's trying to help people create the best versions of themselves every single fucking day, because you are capable of doing so. The problem is you just don't believe that, and you continuously self-sabotage every single day, and you use that as your crutch and excuse why you don't have what you want. Right? It's about fucking manning up and taking responsibility that it is nobody else's fault other than your own. Ask yourself that question. Are you really doing all that you can? Are you giving 100% each day? Asking yourself these questions over and over again. And if you can answer that with conviction, that is fucking amazing. And I'm fucking stoked for you, and you're in a good spot, right? But chances are that we could all do a little bit better, like myself included. Do you think I'm perfect? Absolutely not. I'm a human being as well. Right. But I wake up every single day with the intent to improve, because I'm genuinely afraid of going back to the person that I used to fucking be just a few years ago. Because that guy 3-4 years ago who was binge drinking every single weekend, doing drugs, right, staying out late, partying Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, had no money, was overweight, was constantly blaming the circumstances and being a victim to that. Right? And it was really difficult to eventually get to a point of taking extreme ownership. It was not an easy thing to do, but I could tell you with conviction, being on the other side now, looking back, that it's been one of the best decisions that I've ever fucking made in my entire life. Because I couldn't fathom being that type of person that I was a few years ago. I don't know how I had fucking friends. I don't know how I got up every single day and looked in the mirror. And it's not easy for me to talk about, you know, and I wasn't really planning on sharing this, but it's extremely important to understand that, because you just have one life. Nothing is fucking promised. Like, yeah, cool. Like, you just go about your day and like maybe not really take what I'm saying to heart, but at the end of the day, like, it should slap you in the fucking face if you're not where you want to be. It should fire you up. It should motivate you. And if it doesn't, maybe there's something wrong there. Maybe there's something deeper that we need to solve. Right? Look at this. Look at this comment, JSC Media. I'm feeling motivated right now. I wasn't expecting it. This is it. Because this is what it's about, dude. Like, this isn't about me. This is about you guys. And that's why I do this shit. Right? Dude, I'm feeling like this is like a very organic transaction right now. Like, I always prepare. And I want to actually record that, because right now I'm simultaneously recording this as I do this live stream, because I love to do this. Okay. So hold on. I want to continue going on that. Now, usually when I do these podcast episodes, I always take a few minutes to prepare some notes to make sure that I'm speaking as concisely as I possibly can, because I want to make sure that you guys are getting extreme value, because I understand that your time is also something that is very precious, right? But right now, what I'm speaking about is coming really from the heart. And I think you feel my energy and authenticity with the message that I'm speaking about today. And I do feel strongly about it because I have been that person for so much of my life. And it takes us getting to that low point of being sick of our own shit that we're willing to make that change for yourself. But I want to help you understand that you don't need to get to that point to make that shift for yourself. And if anything, if you could proactively get to that mindset and not have to hit rock bottom to make that change for yourself, it's going to serve you and carry you much further, as opposed to having to get to that point, right? So honestly, guys, like, to wrap this up, I think it's just a game of being self-aware, becoming self-aware. And it's just like it's a skill set. Like I'm not a fucking talented, extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm no different than you. You know, like, I'm not trying to come on here and like preach to you that, like, I have it all figured out, because I don't. But I will tell you what, that in my 26 years of life, I have been through a lot of things and learned through a lot of experiences, and I want to give that back to you. Right. So even if you're able to just take one thing from this episode and apply that to your life, like, I truthfully feel like that's my mission and my purpose here on this earth, is to serve and help. And it's funny because when I was growing up, I always said that to my family, parents, at all these holidays and dinners, because, as we're growing up, our family wants the best for us. And they're asking us, well, what do you want to do for yourself? And I never had a fucking answer. I was a terrible student growing up. And they would always ask me the question of, like, well, what do you want to do for work? Where do you want to go? What college? And, like, I never had a fucking answer, right? Like, I didn't know what to say, but the one thing that's always stayed true to me was the fact that I wanted to help other people. I always said that. You could ask my mom, my dad, my aunt, my uncle, my brothers. It doesn't matter. I always fucking said that I wanted to help other people. And now I feel extremely blessed and thankful that I'm in the position to help others. And you know what? Like, honestly, everything else aside, like, I get to help other people every single day inside of my program as a coach is something that I don't take lightly. And, like, if you're a client of mine, like, that I go above and beyond for you guys, like, to a fault. Like, I will show up for you regardless of what time it is, regardless of what it takes. I do what it fucking, like, I show the fuck up, because that's what it takes. And if you're on this live stream, and I might see some tears in my eyes, I'm trying not to get emotional here. So to stay on topic, though, because I'm ranting a little bit, this is a little bit of a rant, but we're talking about the art of taking extreme ownership and how to get responsibility, how to create that, why it's important. I think it's just not sitting in your shit for too long. Like, we all have roadblocks, adversity that come about in our lives, but I think it's important to understand, yes, feel your emotions, but don't wallow in self-pity for too long, because it's not going to get you anywhere, right? So feel your emotions, give yourself the time that you need, but then let's move forward, right? Getting results, seeing success, it doesn't happen by accident. I think the more you could truthfully own up to your shit, take responsibility, and stop pointing the finger, that is going to serve you. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I hope you were able to get some value from this episode. I hope you have the best day of your entire lives. Peace, love, and protein, and we'll see you in the next one. Let's get it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That is all. Dang, really needed this today. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you, guys. I hope you were able to get something from that. That was honestly one of my better episodes that I had this week. But I appreciate you guys pulling up. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to scroll through this comment and see if I missed this. Should get involved with counseling children. I think they would connect. Well, thank you. Honestly, I thought about being some type of because I was a college athlete. I played college baseball. I grew up a football, baseball player. I love basketball as well. I do see myself getting older when I do have children, being that coach on the field and being that mentor for others, because I really love to give back and, like, just help. Like, if you know me for a good amount of time, like, that's really just like what, like, fires me up. Honestly, like, I haven't always been this way, but recently, the last few years, I've gotten to a place of just, like, trying to help and being of service, and it's created, like, a gigantic sense of fulfillment in my life, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. That's that. I am starting to need to shower and have a haircut soon, but thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in the next episode. Have the best day ever, and we will talk soon. Peace. Peace out, Cub Scout. Thank you. And if you guys have any questions or would like me to cover something in detail, feel free to shoot me a message. My inbox is always open. Peace, peace, peace. I had you. Was that a good one? Shit.